for what could be the final day of the series between India and England. Potentially, when you look at it, 15 wickets fell yesterday, and because of that, it's set up for a very interesting finale when you look at it. The ball is still seaming around, the wicket is still assisting the pacers, all conditions are still quite strong, and that's why India versus England, it is going to be a straight second innings shootout when you look at it. Lords has produced a second innings shootout. Here also you are going to see a second innings shootout. Can India make it 2-2? Will England make it 3-1? Maybe. Most likely we will see it today, or 100% we'll see it tomorrow. There is no way this match is going into the fifth day, that by all our estimates. But there has been praise coming in from Mohammed Siraj. I mean, Mohammed Siraj, if you look at it, 155 plus overs, 18 wickets, the leading wicket taker in the series. Throughout, when you look at it, BGT, now this Anderson Tendulkar trophy, he has played in each and every test. It's a testament to his fitness. And Varun Aaron, who was there on the broadcasters, in the Hindi broadcasters, he was saying, there is one thing which is bigger than Mohammed Siraj that's there in his body, and that is his heart. The heart that he's showing, the way how he bowls with intensity, is something that has been lavishly praised by Varun Aaron. Look at it. He bowled in an 8-over spell when you look at it. He bowled 140 kmph on a consistent basis, got 4 wickets. And on top of that, there was tremendous support that Prasidh Krishna gave. So together as a team, they managed to take a total of all the 9 wickets, 4 by Prasidh, 4 by Siraj. And in the second innings, he will be bowling more overs to ensure that India make it 2-2. And if Siraj and Prasidh manage to do that, India making it 2-2, still there will be some flaws. But yes, at least they didn't lose the series. A team in transition, that is one silver lining that you can get from this entire bit. So Varun Aaron has praised Prasidh Krishna in a big way. And in that sense, and also he's praised Mohammed Siraj. The way you have to really give it to Mohammed Siraj. He's played 10 tests in tough conditions, not broken down, workload management. What is all that? Here, he's just gone in, ran in, bowled 8 straight overs. He got 4 wickets. And yes, he did leak runs, but then that is his primary job. His primary job is to take wickets. He set up the game brilliantly in Edgbaston when he took that 6-wicket haul. And here, he has set up the game brilliantly. Today, when you look at it, day 3 is going to be incredibly important. It is the toughest to bat on, as per data that is available. The weather is also looking like very much similar to day 2. Overhead conditions with a bit of sun. You will see some quickening up, you will see some movement, which is why Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, these two hold the key at this point in time, because Karun Nair did hit a 50. But understand one thing, it is very important that they at least get to a target of 200 plus. 200 plus is the only total which seems like it will be very difficult for England to chase, because it's not like Leeds, it's not like Lords. This wicket is tougher. If the pitch continues in this way, then you are seeing England really struggle in a chase of 200. So that is why it is going to be very important for the Indian batters to ensure they stick there, they hang in there and get them to a very good total indeed. Many people will be asking, what is a safe total? Anywhere in excess of 200 is the safest total in this particular thing that is there. So 200, 250, anywhere in that particular zone, you are going to see a lot of action take place. It's not going to be easy at all though. Getting to 200, 250, the target, India has to score 280, 300 for that. So that's why it's not going to be easy at all, and Jaiswal will hold the key today. If he gets 100 in these tough circumstances, boy oh boy, it will be wax lyrical for ages and ages. Now, as far as other sporting events are concerned, cricketing news is concerned, Pakistan is going to take on West Indies in the second T20 that will be played in Florida. Can West Indies break the jinx? That is the thing we are looking at. Plus, when you look at it, Zimbabwe, New Zealand, the test match is ended, and that's why this is potentially the second last red ball match that you're going to see. After that, it is going to be white ball for the most of the months that you're going to have it. Now, as far as other sporting events are concerned, unfortunately, Tarun Manipalli's journey in the Macau Open has ended. He lost in the semi-final after winning the first game. He lost the next two games 16-21, 16-21 to Justin Ho. And that is why now India's challenge only Lakshya Sen remains. This match is going to happen in the next couple of minutes. It is happening, by the way. So, Lakshya Sen is the only Indian left in the fray after Tarun Manipalli crashed out in the Macau Open. As far as the Esports World Cup chess is concerned, Arjun Erigaisi has finished in 4th position. Magnus Carlsen wins the chess Esports World Cup as well. And he gives vital points to his team as well. So it's really all gearing up to a crescendo in the Esports World Cup. Still 22 days left to go. So that's why chess was the major attraction that was there. It's done really well. Magnus Carlsen yet again doing GOAT things at this point. So I'll take a couple of comments that are coming in. Amay Jaikar saying, what is a good score? As per county data, day 3 is the toughest day to bat. Yes, it is the toughest day to bat, which is why I think a good score should be anywhere in excess of 200 plus. I am not sure about the weather. Speaking of, what would be the good target for England if there is rain and without rain? See, there is rain predicted on day 4 and day 5. That is 75% chances of rain on day 4 and day 5. Let's not look at the rain factor. That is something that you can't control. A good target for England would be anywhere under 150. That will be a target which will give them plenty of confidence. Anything in the range of 150, 175, they'll start to feel uncomfortable. Anything over 175, I think they will struggle in that sense. I thought it's going to be a dry day today, Amay Jaikar. Yes, it is a dry day, but then it was a dry day mentioned even on day 2. But day 2, you saw one spell of rain which delayed play for half an hour. So that's why it's not in that sense. Ashwin mentioned that day 4 might get easier, so we should need 250. Well, whether we go to 100 and whether we go to 4th day, that itself is very, very iffy at this point in time. Sports, I said, why Siraj shines more in Bumrah's absence? Any other bowler from past, he reminds you of who's shown when he was leader of the bowling attack? Sometimes Venkatesh Prasad. Maybe when Javagal Srinath wasn't there, he carried the hopes pretty well in the 90s in that sense. Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan. India should do 2-2. This baseball is also very mediocre now. No Stokes, Vokes or Archer. I mean, when you look at it, 2-2 is an apt scoreline. For two teams with very, very muddled thinking. For two teams that want to have a safety first approach. For two teams that really just play... For England, they play reckless cricket. For India, they are so safety oriented that you will sometimes compromise on the team, and that's why it doesn't look good. Freaking awesome. 263 is the highest total ever chased at Oval in London Centres, even when conditions are much better than this. No team has chased more than this at Oval. Indeed, it is not going to be easy. If you get 200, 250, it's done. They are not chasing that in that total. Jaiswal, Gill, Jurel are key for me as they can attack. Well, sure. Satvik Bagaria, do you think if ball was given to Washington Sundar, England would have not been able to take the lead? No, I mean, see, it's again what's happened has happened. They took the lead. Washington Sundar didn't bowl. Yes, tailenders occasionally struggle against spin, but it can also lead runs also. Will India get lead of 200, 220 and win the match? Shauri Holla looks like it. Looks like it. Hi said a word on Magnus Kulpaina, who won 6 tournaments out of 7 this year. Latest been esports. Genius. What more I can say? Genius, GOAT, legend, incredible, outstanding, awesome. Nothing more left to say. 6 words for Magnus Carlsen. So Anshu Mishra, most beautiful moment, Divya Deshmukh held her coach picks after historic win. Yes, Anshu. Rahul Joshi. He is responsible for molding most of Nagpur's kids when you look at chess. There is also Ronak Sadhwani who trained under Rahul Joshi at this point. Anshu Mishra, Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan, baseball ke chalte 250 who are dead, defense mein 180 all out. Indeed, it will be. Sportsman, India is lucky. So many dropped catches till now. England, Jaiswal should make it most of it. Absolutely. See, dropped catches and all, luck, that all happens in cricket. It's not a negative connotation that's there. Nationally, India needs to see through the first hour. If we don't lose too many wickets, then we can shift the momentum towards us. So Yashasvi, Gill will be key. But then, first hour doesn't work here. You need sustained thing throughout a session. That's the problem. Will the ball turn in 4th innings? Looks Unlikely, but maybe it could. So it will all end today. It won't go to day 4. Mostly it won't. I think it could end today. It could. And that is how we are looking at it. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. We'll join you for a very, very exciting day 3, potentially the decider when you look at it. It could be the final day of the series, or it could end tomorrow. That's how we are looking at it. So bye-bye. See you soon. And Cool Pineapple, last comment. I think Gill crossing the limits under... I think India crossing the limits under Gill Gambhir, not looking good and inspiring. I think England maintained the spirit. Most of not even congrats route even in 4th test. No, I cannot agree with that last part, that England maintained the spirit of the sport. No way. England conveniently cries spirit of the game when it doesn't suit them. Not congratulating route. I mean, let's say it's up to them. And yes, but I do agree that they do pick up fights in an empty room for some kind of a tactic. If that tactic works, people will hail it. If that tactic doesn't work, they don't hail it. So bye-bye. See you soon.